continuous. Like in normal solo queue, right? The game is pretty damn frustrating to play. Like it's hard, right? There's just so many factors that come into it where it makes queuing continuously stressful and obnoxious. What do you guys think some of those factors are?
There is literally no punishment, period. Outside of like typing a hard slur, there is no way you get punished for doing anything wrong, ever. I don't think I have ever seen someone like intentionally ruin a game and then get banned for it. It doesn't happen. Especially because everyone knows who they are. Like, you'll get in lobbies, like, in higher ranks, and everyone knows the guy that's like going to intentionally ruin the game. Like, everyone knows. And you see him week after week after week after week. Like, he's not going anywhere. Why? It's that's one of the biggest issues in my opinion.
What do you think about that, Guppy?
No, I would certainly agree. It's kind of unbelievable to think because like I cannot remember the last time I've gotten a genuine instant feedback report. And I have gotten some crazy people on my team. Like whether it's people saying not necessarily slurs, but certainly incentivizing things, or people going like 0 and 16 on Twitch top. Like I just, no matter what it is, I agree with Kichi. People just aren't worried about the repercussions of their actions anymore.
Now, do you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Caleb. I didn't mean to
No, actually,
cut you
I
off.
want to hear what you want to say. Go.
A perfect example of this is there's another game I play called Legion TD. It's not too similar to League, but it's like a fun, competitive multiplayer game. And I play it with a friend of mine like all the time. And sometimes like we'll just type like stupid things, not that are like toxic, but just to be stupid. Like, just like poking fun at the enemy and things like that. And like I'll go to type something and he'll be like, no, don't say that. Like you'll actually get banned in this game. And it's not what we're saying like isn't actually toxic. It's just like, like friendly banter, like haha, like you messed up on this wave and stuff. But it's funny because his first thought process is, oh no, you'll actually get banned in this game. And it's funny for me to think about because I'm like, the reason I'm not typing this is because like there's an actual punishment. Like in League, no one even second guesses all chatting someone. And like it would be nice if people saw there were actual punishments available, and like I think that would legitimately like prevent people from doing stuff, especially when half the big streamers do it too, right? Like I love Tyler One. I actually like think he's a really really good player. Like people undersell how good he is at the game, but look at what he types in half his games, right? They die at the 3 minute mark and he types FF15 because he's been playing for 12 hours that day. He doesn't want to play anymore. Like it really should be punished, but he's immune, right? I think there's a lot of other streamers that are a bigger problem. Like, watch Geronimo for 30 seconds and tell me that guy shouldn't be permanently banned from playing the game. But they are untouchable, and it sets an incentive, or not an incentive, but a message to the community that you can act that way. And I know people are going to watch this and say that I should be banned, and I completely agree. I've typed stuff that absolutely should be banned, and I haven't. And if I got banned a single time, I would never type it again. But you're immune. You can type whatever you want. It's horrible. Like I have disabled chat on my 2 main accounts just to prevent me from typing stuff because like I don't want to feed into that community, but like you can and you get away with it.
Wow. So, my question to you, right, is how much of a punishment should people receive? And on top of that, how do you identify what actually needs to be punished?
Chat bans should be handed out much faster. Like we can talk about like game bans because I mean if you ban them from ranked, then they go infect normals queue, right? Which, by the way, is not true in high elo. No Masters player is going to say, "Oh, I got banned from ranked. Times to go play norms." No one's doing that. They're going to get on a second account because everyone in Masters has one. But like chat bans are like actually effective, right? Because if someone's typing stuff that is insane, just dish them out a 10-game chat ban, boom, done, easy. If that doesn't work, give them 50 games, 100 games. Never let them chat again. You have pings. That's a super easy solution right off the bat that fixes that. It doesn't fix griefing, right? Because I understand that like intentionally feeding or like soft inting or whatever the hell you want to call it is hard to detect and hard to like punish. But like for chat, that is an overnight solution. Like if you get enough reports, you are banned from typing. End of story. I don't get why that's even a thought for Riot. Like if you type the N-word, you don't get a chat ban. You get a 2-week game ban. How does that solve anything? Like, cool, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to argue that people should be able to type slurs, like they shouldn't, but like, why is a game ban the immediate solution there? Because then they just go get on a different account and, like, you know, ruin other games. Just give them a chat ban to actually, like, punish the action that happened. That's my perspective on it, at least. Like, make the punishment match the crime.
Huh. Guppy, do you think game bans are actually like impactful at all?
No, I don't think so. I think since Riot is so open about the freedom to have multiple accounts, like it's not against the summoner's code to have another account. Like people, I think people who are in the criteria that are getting these bans are also in the criteria that are going to have 7 accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I was going to say about you, like Kichi, is you brought up the chat restrictions, like that not administering it more. Isn't it crazy to think it didn't happen in NA, but some other regions, before even trying to implement chat restrictions as a more like used punishment, they just removed all chat from the game completely, right? Like
No
it
sense.
makes no sense.
Also, like, can you imagine if your entire team is typing and, like, you want to type back because you disagree with a play and you can't? How frustrated are you? You probably won't type crazy shit in your next game and get banned again, right? Because, like, you actively are seeing what you're losing. Like, if I did something toxic and I lost my ability to ping in game, I would have a mental breakdown, and I would never do that thing again, because pinging is, like, integral to being able to play the game. Like, it expresses, you know, your, like, action, and I don't think we should be banning people from pinging. You know, that's absurd. I'm just saying that, like, if you actively see what you're missing out on, I think it makes it a lot better. Or that account, like, can't gain